Now, where do you start trying to explain what Scorn, the game by Ebb Software and Kepler Interactive, is all about? This hellish, atmospheric journey through a decaying alien civilization. It kind of looks gross, right? Plenty of fleshy bits and gore throughout the entire game. It is out today and I managed to get an early review copy of it to play through, so these are my thoughts. It is a really unique experience and one that, if I'm being honest, is still playing through my mind days after completing it, trying to interpret just what the journey meant and what happened to this alien civilization or what they were trying to accomplish. Anyone who's played Alien Isolation will know what I mean when I describe how unsettling good audio is in a game. A game with great audio really leaves a mark, and I think this is one of them. Now, it is worth noting that I was playing an early version of Scorn, which hasn't had the day one patch to fix FPS drops in certain zones or areas, so it did suffer from those FPS drops, but Ebb have said that that's going to be patched out. The field of view is quite narrow. It's used to, I guess, a console field of view, which I'm not used to on PC, and there wasn't a fix for motion blur at the time, but that's also going to be in the day one patch. Curiosity is a good word to describe my entire journey. It was like ripping a band-aid off too early. You kind of want to see what's underneath, but you also don't. But you do, but you don't. It's unsettling and freakishly so. I was scratching my head on more than one occasion asking myself what the feck is going on in this game. Simply put, I guess it is an audio-visual experience that we really don't get enough of in games, but when we do, we should totally embrace them. Beautifully grotesque and eerie in every sense of those words. If you like these types of games, I guess. If the sight of blood is going to put you off, then I guess it's not going to be your thing. Other words you could use to describe this game would be moist, squelch, splat, dread, spurt, because those are the sound effects you're going to hear quite a lot. But the art style of Scorn is inspired heavily by H.R. Giger and Beksinski art style, so you're talking about flesh melded with machine while also having this hellish vision of anguish and dread in all of your surroundings. Look, the game is very gore heavy, and the sense of dread from that environment comes across absolutely brilliantly with the, I guess, the enhancement of the audio that comes with it. And it is set in a decaying biomechanical alien world that also reminds me at times of Ridley Scott's Prometheus, full of these monolithic statues, sandstorms, fleshy little creatures that can spit bile at you or projectiles at you, or even the bigger ones might just try to run you over. It's full of winding corridors that at times will make you feel like you're walking inside a living maze, with walls that resemble either a ribcage or maybe arteries. The whole tone of the game is unsettling from start to finish, but kind of captivating in a weird, curious kind of way at the same time. Is it an alien world that you're inside, or maybe if you read more into it, are you descending deeper into the depths of hell? You're free to interpret it however you want. It is a horror game with no jump scares whatsoever, none. Your unsettling journey from start to finish is the horror, and the audio plays a huge part of that. There is no hand holding, you just wake up and begin making your way through this world, which at times might feel a little bit frustrating when you get lost, so that might also not be your thing, but I absolutely loved it. That's something I enjoy. I like being given the freedom to investigate all of the area I'm currently in, or go down hallways and check corners for anything I might have missed, which eventually led me to find which way I was supposed to be going anywhere, or led me to a puzzle which I needed to complete in order to get to the next area. Everything feels alive in some way or another. The game revolves largely around you making your way through this labyrinth while solving multiple different, mildly complex organic puzzles that a lot of the time revolve around you putting a fleshy body part into something else that's fleshy in order to open up a door or activate an elevator or a pathway to the next area where you will find the next puzzle. Or the puzzles will have multiple different stages to them, which requires you to go off somewhere else in search of something else before coming back to complete that puzzle. But the puzzles at times give you an idea of maybe what this lost alien civilization was about, or like I said, you're free to interpret it however you want. Scorn has got a slight first-person shooter mechanic to it at times, with equally fleshy weapons that have honestly some of the coolest reload animations of any game I've ever played. Sticking a popcorn seed into a piece of flesh never looked so good, but the majority of the game is about those puzzles and the progression deeper into the labyrinth, while the audio and visual landscapes play a massive part of that. The FPS element takes a backseat for most of the game. I did get lost more than once, or ended up running into creatures while I had no ammo because I foolishly used all of my ammo on some of the creatures I met before that. So if you find yourself with ammo, use it wisely because it is pretty scarce. All in all, my playthrough took me about 5 hours, but it's been replaying in my head, like I said at the start of the video, ever since then, trying to work out what it was all about, or what the alien civilization was trying to accomplish, or was it even an alien civilization? Like I said, was I descending deeper and deeper into hell? Now, even if you're not a fan of horror games, I would still highly recommend Scorn. The audio-visual candy of this game is like no other experience that I've had out there right now. But if you do pick it up, let me know in the comment section below what you think of it. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.